check once again the Serbian roster full of quality players and of course the quality coach, the former great player Dejan Savic. While the Serbs are still the top of the world, winning everything actually in the last couple of years. And here's Dejan Savic, who led this great Serbian team to many worthy titles, trophies. The former world and European champion who, of course, didn't manage to clinch the Olympic title as a player, losing the famous 2004 Athens finals against Hungary. And here's the head coach of the Russian team, Sergei Yevstigneyev. He had a total of 311 caps to his name as a player in the Russian team, and finished as bronze medalist in the 1994 World Championships, and also in 1997. Also finished the bronze medal at the European Championships with the Russians in 1997. The coach, his best performance so far is a 5th place in the Russian team in the World League in 2017. In the European Championships, the Russians finished 7th, as I mentioned, 2 years ago in Barcelona, 8th in Belgrade in 2016, and 11th in 2014, also in Budapest. And Marat Zakirov is also included in the Russian coaching staff. The assistant coach was a member of the Olympic silver medalist team from Russia in Sydney 20 years ago. So here are the two referees, Carlos Ortega from Spain and Robert Horvat from Slovakia. We have a total of 5 final scores so far today. That's the first day in the men's tournament here at the Europeans. In Group B, the Netherlands defeated Romania by 9 goals to 8. In Group A, Montenegro 15, Slovakia 4. In Group C, Spain 23, Malta 7. In Group A, Croatia 17, Germany 9. So these are results which didn't cause any upsets, of course, but the latest game in Group D, Georgia against France, 9-7. That's what we can call a surprise, maybe the first big surprise of these European Championships. So, Ladislav Mitrovic, the player of OSC Budapest, and Piotr Fedotov, the two goalkeepers now in front of the goals, and the first swim off, and the Russians have the opportunity to do the first offensive play. Shepayev. They get the call. And that's another free throw. Ashayev. Merkulov. Ashayev. 6 seconds after the shot clock. And that's a bad pass to the center forward. No chance for the Russians to finish this offensive play with a shot. And now the team in the white cap, the reigning champion Serbia. Filipovic, the captain. No call this time either. So the referees let the play go. 1 minute gone, and it's still goalless between Serbia and Russia. Bichkov. And the Russian center forward Sergei Lisinov already pushed the ball underwater. So once again the Serbs have the possession. Filipovic, his first shot, his first attempt of the game, and that's a great save by Pyotr Fedotov. But the Serbs in back possession, so they still have the chance to take the lead. Filipovic. Prajinovic, and another save by Fedotov. Great start by the Russian goalkeeper. Two minutes into the game, and it's still 0-0 between Serbia and Russia. Ashayev. Only 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Ashayev once again, and that's a great block by Filipovic. So, a couple of missed chances on both sides. Filipovic. That's a great pass, but then comes a foul, and that's a penalty foul, so it's gonna be a 5-meter penalty for Serbia. What a great opportunity to take the lead. And it will be the captain, Filipovic, to take it, and he scores. So that's goal number 1 in this game. The former player of the year, multiple times the leader of this great Serbian national team, takes the lead for Serbia. For the joy of Dejan Savic, of course. And that's exclusion, so the first exclusion foul of the game. Now the Russians are man up after the foul of Milan Aleksic. Excellent save by Mitrovic, and they still have the possession. Nagayev, great play, but shot goes over the crossbar. It remains 1-0 for Serbia. Aleksic. Mandic. And an exclusion foul on the center forward, so this time a Russian player, Gerebiankin, goes out. Power play situation for Serbia. Krajinovic. Mandic. And they score. The goal scorer is Dusan Mandic. He finds the back of the net in the short corner. 2-0 for Serbia. The player of Pro Recco. Recco will be, of course, the host of the LAN Champions League Final 8 tournament later on this year in June. And will be undoubtedly the biggest favorite to clinch the title. We are now halfway through the first quarter. Five seconds left on the shot clock. And that's another great block by the Serbs. An almost perfect defensive play so far by the reigning champion. Trajnovic. Stefan Mitrovic, that's a turnover foul. Now we are heading for the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, and the Russians are still looking to first there to score the first goal. And that's a great chance for them. Another exclusion. Stefan Mitrovic leaves the pool. Masiev. And that's an amazing save by Branislav Mitrovic. His first one, actually. So far, the defenders managed to prevent the Russians in goal scoring. 6 on 6. And Mitrovic once again. Save number 2. He's been playing in Hungary for many, many years now. And that's a counter-attack and the fast break goal scored by Andrija Trajnovic, who is, of course, teammate of Branislav Mitrovic, also in his club in ORC Budapest. Former player of Szolnok, a team which managed to win the Champions League title here in the Duna Arena 3 years ago. Matt Brajnovic did that with Reko as well. Feeling for Serbia. Merkulov. We're inside the last 2 minutes of the first period. Another wrong pass. And the Russian head coach, Sergei Yesignev, of course, not happy about that. Filipovic. That's a nice move, but no foul on Nikola Jakšić, player of Ferencváros, so he also plays in Hungary, fresh Champions League winner. The last minute of the first quarter. Merkulov. Suchkov. And hits the left post. They still have the possession, another 20 seconds. Merkulov. Chepev. And that's a great shot. An action goal for Russia, and that's the consolation goal. Finally, they break the deadlock. Daniel Merkulov, the goal scorer, one of the big stars in the Russian team, player of Yuk Dubrovnik, the team which clinched the Champions League title 4 years ago. So 2-goal lead now for Serbia. That's a free throw. But now a turnover foul committed by Duško Pijetlović, the center forward. And the Russians still have 10 seconds to tighten the gap even more for the first break. And they almost do that. And it's Mitrovic with this latest save. So he had a total of 4 attempts at his goal, and he managed to save 3 of them so far. Now the second seam off. And once again, it's Roman Shepeyev who wins the ball. Shepeyev. And immediately an exclusion from the Serbian team. And it's number 11, Andrija Prajnović, who has his first personal foul. And that's gonna be 3 for Russia. They're coming closer. Great finish by Ivan Nagayev. No chance this time for Branislav Mitrovic. So the player of Vaspol Hanover, last year's Champions League final tournament host, makes it 3-2 for Russia, for Serbia. But now, power play situation for Serbia. Kisayov with the latest exclusion. And this time, Filip Filipovic only manages to hit the left post. Mandic, oh, that's a cracker. Oh my God, Serbia 4, Russia 2. Absolutely no chance for Piotr Fedotov to save. A cruel finish by Dusan Mandic, the player of Prodeco, one of the best left-handers in men's water-polo in the world. So once again, a 2-goal lead for Serbia. Nagayev. And another fantastic save by Mitrovic. Mitrovic turns 37 later this month, but he's still among the best goalkeepers in the world. Oh, a small mistake, but that's enough for Filipovic to steal the ball from the Russians. Prajinovic. Čuk. Angelovic. Filipovic. Mandic. And this time he's denied by the Russian goalkeeper Pyotr Fedotov. So still 4-2 for Serbia, and now a chance for the Russians to tighten the difference, but that's a bad pass from Ivan Vasiljev. Mandic. Filipovic. Prajinovic. And like a classic center forward, he makes it. And again, the 3-goal lead for Serbia. It was the case at 3-0 in the first quarter. Then came 2 Russian goals in a row, but the Serbs make it 5-2. And the Serbian fans on the stands. That's a turnover foul, so now that's the chance for Serbia to take a 4-goal lead for the first time in this match. 3 turnover fouls already by the Russians. Filipovic, Jakšić. And that's a great block by Ivan Suchkov. Nagayev. Just an ordinary foul, no exclusion. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Suchkov. And another great block by the Serbs. High quality defense in the Serbian team. Another chance for the Russians halfway through the second quarter. Bichkov. Suchkov. Nagayev. And the lob shot. Not good enough for Branislav Mitrovic. That's another excellent save by the Serbian goalkeeper. Filipovic. Only 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and Filipovic with this powerful shot. But in the end, it's Pyotr Fedotov who manages to save it. In the head. And I can tell you that Fedotov is okay in the water after this cracker. And the goal was empty, but the Russians couldn't take advantage of that. Nikita Derevyankin missing the target. Filipovic gets the call. And Stefan Mitrovic already pushed the ball underwater. So now the Russians have the possession. Ashayev. Six seconds left on the shot clock. Bichkov. And another great goal from distance. And it's Serbia 5, Russia 3. Great goal by the Russian number 9. His first one of the day. Bichkov, of course, plays in Dynamo Moscow. Well, most of the players play at home in Russia, with a couple of exceptions. We are heading for the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, and an exclusion from the Russian team. Daniil Merkulov with his first personal foul. Small mistake by Andrija Prajinovic, and a missed chance for Serbia. Merkulov. Merkulov, and it's goal number 4 for Russia. They fight back after trailing by 5 goals to 2. It's only 1 goal gap between the teams. And Merkulov with goal number 2 to his name out of 4 attempts. No chance this time for Branislav Mitrovic. And there's the joy at the Russian bench. Really solid performance by the Russians. Once again, they are very close to the Serbs, but now they are men down, and Andrija Prajinovic makes it 6-4. So Serbia again the 2-goal lead with 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock before half-time. It's already goal number 3 for Andrija Prajinovic. Chepeyev. Merkulov. Inside the last minute of the second quarter, and great steal by the Serbs. They are now pushing forward to score the 7th goal. Now Mandic. Still Mandic, and an exclusion. Russian number 3, Ivan Vassiliev, leaves the pool. So 6-5 once again for Serbia, and that's another great goal. Serbia 7, Russia 4, and the goal scorer is Milos Chuk. player of Mladá Zagreb. He also used to play in Hungary for many, many years, the team of Eger. No chance at all for Piotr Fedotov. So 2 Serbian goals in a row, and it's a 3-goal difference. That's a free throw for Russia. Merkulov. Only 7 seconds left, and one more try. It's easily saved by the Serbian defense. So it remains 7-4 for the title holder. Continued where they had finished after 4 straight draws between 1983 and 89. The match ended 3-all in the prelims in Serbia, 1997. Then Russia won 9-8 in Florence 2 years later. All in all, thanks to the recent victories, the Serbs took over the lead in the overall. So regarding the European Championships, only 7 wins, 8 draws and 6 losses in 21 games contested. So that's about the head-to-head statistics. And Russians have the possession after the third swim-off. Serbian player Stefan Mitrovic started too early. Nagayev. And that's the first exclusion of the third quarter. Chepayev. Nagayev. Merkulov. They desperately need a goal now to get closer to the title holders, and they do that. Great finish by Igor Bichkov, who makes it 7-5 for Serbia. It's a great power play by the Russians. No chance for Stanislav Mitrovic. And Bichkov has 2 goals to his names after 3 attempts. Now turnover foul. So once again, the Russians have the chance to tighten the gap to only 1 goal. Can they do that now? Chepayev. Nagayev. Still 11 seconds left on the shot clock. And exclusion. Referee shows that number 9 from the Serbian team, Nikola Jakšić, should leave the pool. That's his first major, actually. Once again, 6-5 for Russia, and they score once again. 7-6. Brilliant start by the Russians in the third quarter. This time, Ivan Nagayev with this cool finish. So that's the foul before the exclusion by Nikola Jakšić. And that's really beauty how Ivan Nagayev finishes this offensive play. Stefan Mitrovic. Chuk. Filipovic, who is back in the water after having a rest for a couple of minutes. And an easy save by Pyotr Fedotov, and now a chance for an equalizer for Russia. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Nagayev. Chepayev. The ball hasn't touched the rope. And exclusion once again, the third Russian power play in a row. They took advantage of the previous 2. And the team timeout called by the Russian head coach Sergei Yevseniev.
Еще раз, ты только через лист, Серег. Иди прям под него, прям агрессивно на него иди. Вверху. Ты либо сразу бьешь, либо бьешь с паузы в дальний угол. Ясно тебе? Ты с краю, да. Игорек, ты на 3, ты сюда штангу, вверху с краю встанешь. Давай, Ваня, останься с этой. Но вверху ударит нормально. Оставь, значит, нормально будет. Да, да, сюда встань. Петрович. Давай, иди.
Well, Yevseniev has been coach of the national team since 2014. And he's doing a great job. So, Samar Angelovic is out of the pool. Russia is a man up. And they are trying to make an equalizer. Bichkov. Nagayev, Bichkov. And that's a great play once again. And Merkulov with goal number 3 to his name. The best Russian goal scorer so far. 3 goals out of 5 attempts. And Russia makes the equalizer, scoring 3 times in a row. in the third quarter. And timeout called this time by the Serbian head coach Dejan Savic.
Sve je u redu, a ništa nije u redu. Sve krenulo od zajebancije. Znači, prvo nemamo napad uopšte. S druge strane, uopšte ne gledamo moment odbrane, ono što smo pričali. Znači, upadaju lopte bez faula ili u suštini da kad treba da se vratimo, mi smo u presingu. Ogroman prostor je ubačen na 2 metra. A da ne pričamo o situaciji gde uopšte nismo na lopti u momentu kada igrači njihovi primaju lopte sa igrača više. Samo na to obratite pažnju. Idemo malo da se probudimo.
Savic has been, of course, head coach of the Serbian team since 2012 after retiring from professional water-polo. So 7-0, more than 5 minutes remaining on the clock in the third quarter. Filipovic gets the call. Stefan Mitrovic. Aleksic. And he's the right post. And surprisingly, that's a chance for Russia now to take the lead. For the first time, of course, in this game. Nagayev. Already making a free run in this game. Suchkov. Nagayev. And a lob shot hitting the crossbar. Stefan Mitrovic. Dedovic. Filipovic. Only 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Filipovic. 4 seconds left. That's a powerful shot into the Russian net. Piotr Fedotov couldn't save it despite touching the ball. Milan Aleksic gains the Serbian lead, 8-7 for the title holders. Just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. It's a very important goal for Serbia. Merkulov. Four seconds left on the shot clock. Merkulov. And lucky save by Stefan Mitrovic this time. That's a vital one in the help of the crossbar. Still 8-7. Mandic. And it's an exclusion foul. Ashayev in the latest personal foul. Number 1 for him. And the Serbs are men up, and that's goal number 9 for them. Nice move, and Nikola Jakšić with the finish. And that's his first goal of the day. So the Serbs are always 1 or 2 steps ahead of the Russians, who are fighting amazingly, of course. They never give up. They still have time to cause an upset today in the first day of the men's tournament. 2 seconds left only in the shot clock and an exclusion. Nikola Jakšić is out. His second major foul. Nagayev. And that's a small technical mistake by Artyom Ashayev. So it remains 9-7. And we are heading for the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. Turnover foul. Merkulov. Nagayev. There's the call. It's only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. And great save by Mitrovic, and the Serbs have the possession. Mitrovic doing really great job now in this match. 7 saves to his name. Another counter-attack. And great save on the other side as well by Fyodor Fedotov. Last minute of the third quarter. Maybe counter-attack by the Russians. But no chance for that. Nagayev, great block by Miloščuk. Krajinović. Nice move, but no shot. 5 seconds left only in the shot clock, and the Serbian player, the center forward, Duško Pijatlović, stayed already within the 2-meter line before getting the ball. Vasiev. Another save by Mitrovic, and that's the end of the third period. Save number 8 for overcome them in the first game of the European Championships. It's always difficult. New circumstances, new venue, and it's gonna be, of course, very long European Championships. The finals will come on the 26th of January. So in 12 days. 5 seconds left on the shot clock for the Russians. They need to shoot now, and they do that, but Mitrovic saves comfortably. Filipovic. Chuk. And that's not the best shot by Ivan Aleksic. So another chance for Russia to tighten the gap. Merkulov. No call. Mitkov tried to turn into the Serbian goal. No foul was committed on him. And that's an exclusion on the other side, so 6-on-5 for Serbia. Chuk. And what an important save by Pyotr Fedotov, who keeps the Russian hopes alive. Still only 2-goal difference. And 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Chepaev. And exclusion from the Serbian team. Milos Chuk. No, actually it's Filipovic leaves the pool. And Japjanovic is already ejected in 3 major fouls. Filipovic in his first major. And that's a great goal by the Russians. Konstantin Kharkov makes it 9-8 for Serbia. Well, it's a surprisingly tight game. Great left-hander by Kharkov. His first goal out of his first attempt. So, 1-goal lead for Serbia. Only 1-goal lead, I should say. And then Savic looks a bit nervous now. Krajinovic. Well, of course, he's still in the water and he scores about a minute ago here on the scoreboard. It was shown that he got his third major foul, but then the organizers corrected that. So he only has 2 majors to his name. He's not ejected. (10-8) for Serbia. Less than 5 minutes remaining on the clock. And the Russians all managed to hit the crossbar. Latest attempt by Artyom Ashayev. Exclusion once again. Bichkov. With his second personal foul. And that could be decisive. Krajinovic, Chuk, and that's a great shot to the far corner. No chance at all for Pyotr Fedotov. 11-8. Well, it looks the Russians are trying their best. But it won't be enough to clinch at least a point against the title holders. Halfway to the last quarter. Nagayev. Nice play, and that's an action goal scored by the captain, Sergei Lisunov. After 3 unsuccessful attempts, finally he manages to find the back of the net. For 3 years of age, Sergei Lisunov, the player of Sintiets Kazan, who has more than 250 caps to his name in the national team. So it's still not over for Russia. Krajinovic. Chuk. Exclusion. Once again, 6-on-5 for Serbia. Tisayev is out, and the Serbs score once again. Actually, Tisayev is ejected with 3 major fouls. That's for sure. He won't be allowed to return to the pool. And Filip Filipovic makes it 12-9 for Serbia. Well, Fedotov had a slight touch on the ball, but it didn't turn to be enough to make a save. Exclusion from the Serbian team this time. Savarangelovic leaves the pool. Also his second major. Only 3 seconds after the shot clock. And a very poor shot in the end. Inside the last 3 minutes of the game. It's a comfortable lead for Serbia. But maybe not that comfortable as expected before the game. Krajinovic. Mandic. Great save by Fedotov. So 2 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock. If they manage to score now from this offensive play, then they will still have the chance to get closer to the Serbs. And there's the opportunity. Exclusion from the Serbian team. And the Russians must score now. Krajinovic, this time really ejected. But that was actually his third personal foul. Nagayev, shot took a deflection, and still 12-9 for Serbia, and a team timeout called by Dejan Savic, the head coach of the Serbian team.
Čule, dođi, ideš na zgodnu. Ti ideš na zgodnu sa Mitrom, to je to. Ok, samo završite, ovo polako, Zove mi Vica. Zove mi Vica. Mirno, mirno, bez kontrafaulova. I odmah nazad.
The most important thing was that the Serbs to take care about the turnover fouls, not to give the ball away too early. The time is on their side. We are within the last 2 minutes of the game, and that's a 3-goal lead for Serbia. So all they need now is the possession of the ball. Mandic gets the call. They still have 14 seconds left on the shot clock. And the blocked shot. No turnover, so this way, no chance for a quick counter-attack for the Russians. Nagayev. Eight seconds left on the shot clock, and a turnover foul. And it's all over for Russia. Now we are heading for the last minute of this game. No foul. And one more timeout called this time by the Russian head coach, Sergei Yevstepneyev.
Артем, да. Артем, слева встань.
So according to the relatively new rules since last summer, the coaches have 2 opportunities to go for timeout in a single game. Both coaches, Yevstepneyev and Savic, took their chances. And the turnover foul in power play. That's a big mistake by the Russians. Filipovic. It's a free throw. And an exclusion. One last chance for Serbia to score a goal in the first game in the European Championships. Stefan Mitrovic, Filipovic, Mandic. And great play by the Serbs. It's an amazing goal and a really cool finish in the end. Maybe 3.9 seconds remaining on the clock. Nikola Dedovic is also on the score sheet. And for the first time, that's a 4-goal lead for Serbia. And that's gonna be the final result, I'm afraid. Yes, it is. So Serbia 13, Russia 9. The reigning champion starts with a hard-fought victory. Very great performance by Russia. Remember, it was